When I was younger, my grandmother gave me an old doll. She told me it had been in our family for many years. At first it looked normal. It had a small dress, a porcelain face, and a quiet little smile. But something about it felt strange. The smile didn't look friendly. It looked like the doll knew something I didn't. Still, I didn't think too much about it, so I placed the doll on a small shelf in my bedroom, right across from my bed. For the first few nights, nothing happened. The doll just sat there quietly, staring forward with the same strange smile. But one night, I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night. The room was dark and silent, and for some reason, I felt like someone was watching me. Slowly, I turned my head toward the shelf. The doll was still there, but its head looked slightly tilted, just a little, like it had moved. I stared at it for a moment, then told myself I was just imagining things, so I went back to sleep. The next morning, I noticed something strange. The doll wasn't facing the wall anymore. Now it was facing my bed, looking directly at where I sleep. I was sure it hadn't been like that before, but again, I tried to ignore it. Maybe it had fallen slightly during the night. Maybe I had moved it without remembering. But the next night, something even stranger happened. I woke up again around 3 in the morning, and once again, I had that same feeling, like someone was watching me. Slowly, I turned toward the shelf, and my heart nearly stopped because the doll was gone. I sat up and looked around the room, and that's when I saw it. The doll was now sitting on my desk, across the room, facing my bed, still smiling, still staring. I know I didn't move it, and there was no way it could have moved there by itself. The next day, I told my grandmother. She didn't laugh. Instead, she looked worried. Then she told me something I wish she hadn't. She said the doll used to belong to a girl who lived in our house many years ago, and that girl believed the doll was alive. According to her, the doll only moved when people weren't looking at it. After hearing that story, I decided to get rid of it. I placed the doll in a box and moved it to the attic. And for a few days, everything felt normal again. Until last night. I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night, and that strange feeling had returned. Slowly, I turned toward the shelf, and my heart stopped because the doll was back, sitting exactly where it used to be, facing my bed, smiling. And the worst part, its head was tilted again, like it was trying to look directly into my eyes. So now I'm just staring at it, because I remember what my grandmother said. The doll only moves when you're not looking at it. And I'm too scared to blink, because the moment I look away, it might move closer